Playing Farkle in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like having way too many options to figure out what the heck you're supposed to do. Like, you can have hundreds of dice and you have no idea what you're supposed to do with them all. So, I mean, in total, there's over 30 different dice. There's some more unique dice here and there, and you have no idea which one you should actually pick. Should you use a lucky dice, unlucky dice, a weighted dice? What the hell is a pie dice? Shrinking dice? I mean, there's so many different dice out there. What are you supposed to use to have the best odds at winning at Farkle? And the main thing to pick out of here is that we're going to go over 3 different types you should probably grab that will give you the best odds of winning. I'll kind of explain where you can get them on later on and see what mix and match options are best to do, especially for early game, late game, and all that stuff. So let's get in there.
I'm really a decent person.
No, I don't trust you one bit, lad.
And just to start this off, I'm using a mod right here called Luck-Laid Bear. It's a really good mod. You can find it on Nexus or even Steam. So basically on the left corner there, you can see all the different odds of what each dice is supposed to get. This is kind of like where I'm getting my numbers at. Keep an eye out for that. It's a really good mod, and I think you really enjoy it. So give them some love out there. I'll put it in the description down below. So let's start this off with the strongest dice in the game is the weighted die. You can only now get one of these per game in patch 1.4. in a normal method. I farmed these a long time ago, so I have a bunch, but you can only get one of these. But if you have these in part of your set, you will win every single game that's out there. Mostly because it has a 66.7% chance to roll a 1. And if you have a set of 6 of these, you can just basically run the table non-stop. No one's going to beat you with this, not unless you get extremely unlucky or just don't play it smartly. But currently there's only one you can get per game due to patch 1.4. There are some more you can get if you get super lucky or find it, but normal methods of farming them are not around anymore. So keep an eye out for that. If you get more weighted dice, keep them in your sack and use them whenever you can. But I'm going to be suggesting that you mix and match weighted die with these other dice coming up. Now, a good set to start out with is the pie die. If you can find a bunch of them, they work out really well. They give you a 46.2% chance of rolling a 1. These are really good for bombing an entire game. So if you get a lot of ones, you could get like 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 points and just destroy anybody in a Farkle match. Really good to get, but it's not as good as some of the other dice that suggest. But if you don't have a complete set of other dice, this is a good one to add in there too. The next set of dice you should look out for is the painted dice, where basically it gives you a 20% chance to roll 1 and a 40% chance to roll a 5. This roughly means that you got a 60% chance to have a dice that can stay alive, because in Farkle, 1s and 5s you can get singles of, and you can keep rolling non-stop. So as long as you can finish out the game, you can get another free roll. So once you get all 6 dice used up, they're either a 1 or a 5 or some other mix and match, you can actually roll again and just keep going. So this is extremely powerful for keeping the game alive. And also it rolls 6s as the other 20% chance. So really, if you have a matching set of 3, you can get like, 3 6s will get you 600 points, so that's why you want to have 6s instead of everything else. This is a good option to have. Mostly you want to keep the game alive, so painted dice is another good one to pick. This next set of dice is probably the best dice that you can get in patch 1.4. That's not the weighted dice, of course, but it can be found in the early game of the Trotsky region, and it's probably some of the best you can get, mostly because you get a 66.6% chance to get a 1 or a 5. And again, this is how I explained it before, keeping the game alive by using 1s or 5s out there, and you can really just wear down your opponent overall. You're not going to get these highs of highs where you're just rolling 6 1s all the time and all that, but you're going to be able to roll a 1, roll a 6, and even if you have 1 dice left, that means you have a 66.6% chance to actually, get another roll out of there. So to get that 1 or a 5. It's extremely powerful. Yes, the odds can turn against you, but the casinos have these type of odds. They would probably cream their pants. So enjoy your dice.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, so if you're looking for the weighted dice are going to be out here right at the beginning of the game. You can get it later on too, but it's inside where that bandit camp is in the Trotsky region. You just go over here. You might have to clear out these bandits if you didn't collect it early in the game. Hey, buddy. I know. Don't be so surprised. Here to this crevice over here, and it's inside this little chest. You just gotta lockpick it, and you get the weighted dice. The bad part about this is that the weighted dice do not respawn, so you can't. They used to respawn, but nowadays it doesn't with the newest patch. So you're kind of just boned like that. So you can't get another weighted dice after that. You only get one. You might be able to find them out in the wild and stuff like that through other things. Hey buddy. Now this just only means guarantee spawns of weighted dice, so you could still probably find them out in the wild. Sometimes you kill random people and they drop dice, or traders might have them, so it's well worth doing that. So always be on the lookout for the weighted dice, and if you find them, cherish them forever, because you get a set of 6, you basically win the game. But for guaranteed spawns, it is only the one spot, and that's all you're gonna get, so watch out for that. One of the other ways to kind of get dice too is using Lucky Find. It's in the survival perk tree. If you get that perk and you start picking a bunch of herbs, you might get lucky and get a dice, and it might be the weighted dice, but honestly it takes so much effort and so random, you probably won't see it. But I'm just letting you know that is another option out there. The best way to do it is to get random merchants and also just killing random people. Sometimes they drop dice and you get a weighted dice, but if you get all 6 of them, you got a killer set, and that's basically the best dice set in the game currently in patch 1.4.
That's a likely story.
Now the favorable dice set can be found in the Trotsky region, so it's very important to pick it up early on, but it can be found right here where I'm standing here on the map. There's a nice little poacher camp right there, and inside this chest, unlock it, and boom, there you go. You have a favorable dice right to yourself. And you don't have to, it's not considered stealing, it's just you're owned by Henry now. So that's a good place. Another place to go pick up favorable dice is this chap right here. You go up there, give him a nice hug, or give him a hug while he sleeps, and he actually has a favorable dice on him too. Nobody really minds if you just take it off of him, and it's fine. But he respawns, and the other place respawns with the favorable dice like every 3 to 7 days, in-game days. So take a look later on. You know, you wait about three weeks altogether, you get a set of 6 favorable dice, or if you only want 5 and 1 weighted dice, you're in luck, and basically you're unstoppable. Now, if you happen to be inside the Gutenberg region, where you can pick up a favorable dice, is this guy, Dicer Luda. Give him a nice little hug, or either rob it out of his purse, whatever you feel like doing. But inside his pack, he does have a favorable dice. Don't play against this guy dice. It'll probably be a little bit tougher. But anyways, he's out here in the tavern found on this map location right here. Now, there are other areas to find favorable dice out there and different methods, but this is just a couple of locations you can check it out for guaranteed spawns of favorable dice.
Easy, lad. Stop your shit and come along.
Now for painted dice, where to get them at is this little village here, Talkoff, that you have. Inside nearby, there's the tavern there, and you talk to this fine lady.
Leave me be, you scoundrel.
Talk to her, you can steal it or you can buy it, buy the painted dice from her, and it's perfectly fine, and it'll work out great. It respawns every 3 to 7 days or so in the game. From what I could tell, the pie dice doesn't have a lot of guaranteed spawns out there, but they have a lot of people that would carry, or a lot of chances that pick up or painted dice here and there. So you'll probably pick up a lot of sets here and there while you play the game, but there's not a guaranteed spot to kind of pick up a lot of them, other than this lady that sells it every so often. So go talk to her. You know, you might have to do a couple weeks here and there to actually get that set. You don't need all 6 of them, but they're really good to mix and match with other items, so have them whenever you need them and put them into your current Farkle set to win games, and they work pretty well.
Show me your wares.
Finally, I'm going to get to the pie dice here, which are pretty much, I would say, the weakest sets that you can get off my list, but they're still pretty powerful. So this guy right here in the tavern that's nearby Gutenberg, he has a set off of him. You can steal it while he sleeps or steal it right there. People don't usually mind. Just tell them to shut up while you go along. But it's really good for getting, ones here and there, and you can score really big points here and there. Also, this merchant out here has a pie dice that you could buy legally. It's out there in the Gutenberg region, Innkeeper Wayman. He has it. It's pretty good just to buy there, here and there. There are other spots for pie dice too, but they're all in the Gutenberg region. I don't think you can get them in the Trotsky region, not unless you get pretty lucky with some spot drops here and there.
Utter nonsense, all of this.
Alright, in the terms of keeping this video short, I will just leave it as that, but really, favorable dice is the most likely thing that you want to grab. 66.6% chance to kind of keep the game going. Absolutely use these dice, they're great. Get your 1 weighted dice in the set too. Fantastic. And again, if you find more of them out in the wild, that works out great. Painted dice is another great item to use out there. That's if you don't have favorable dice, use the painted dice. And of course, the pie dice too are fantastic as well. That's if you really want to blast somebody out of the water, but then you're just taking a little bit more risk. But anyways, I'll leave that all up to you. Download the Luck Laid Bear mod. It's really good. It's a good quality of life mod, and I I assure you that it's really good. It works pretty well. Dropping a nice like. And again, enjoy Farkle for what it is. And that's basically the way I would say you can basically just run the tables on all the dice players out there. But anyways, I hope this is a good help for you all, and I hope to see you around next time. Have fun with Farkle, and I'll see you later. Have a good one, and goodbye. There you go. Favorable Die are killing this, man. Yeah, you didn't even start playing. You're getting stomped on, son. Look at that. Ones. I'm thinking the favorable die are the thing to do, so we just wiped you out, buddy. That's only gonna get me 1,000. Oh, there we go. That ends the game right there. 4,000. Not too bad. Yes, it is. Yep, there we go. We won the game. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Don't worry. It's rolling spree here. Like, look at this. There you go. So you can really just wipe somebody out in one turn. Like that. That's what's so great about the pie die kind of deal.